You know, the uniqueness of this church, matter of fact, only one Vietnamese church in Los Angeles area. And we try to reach out 100,000 Vietnamese in this area. And the challenges is a majority either Buddhism or atheist. And so for us to share Christ in this community is very difficult. And our vision is try to provide the need in this community. As a matter of fact, this is the first Vietnamese language school in Almonte. And as we're doing that, we started only a few people in the church, maybe a 5, 6, 7 students. And after a few years, grow up to 20, 30, and now we have 80 students coming every Sunday. Believe it or not, majority, I would say 90% of the students are non-Adventists.
If a parent bring the child and ask me if they have to join the church or to be a member of our Adventist church, and I say no, they don't need to, because our school just open to everyone in our community. Our school just want to service the community and teaching the children know how to speak Vietnamese, know how to understand Vietnamese, and know about Vietnamese culture.
My favorite thing about the school is that I could learn Vietnamese, and because when I was younger I never knew how to speak Vietnamese, and since now I know slightly how to speak Vietnamese, I could communicate with my grandparents and my parents in Vietnam, or my relatives in Vietnam, and I get to continue the heritage and traditions of my family.
The motivation for me to help the school, because I want just help the children. They grow up here, they speak English, and they almost forgot on the culture of the Vietnamese. So that's why I try to teach them, tell them about whatever the Vietnamese we thinking, we acting, so they know about the culture.
And I would see all these families come to this country for the last 10, 20 years. The children don't know the language, they don't know the identity, and so they bring the children to this center, the Vietnamese language school, to learn the Vietnamese language.
Okay, I've been here about 3 or 4 years, and I keep coming because I keep learning, and I really enjoy the whole process of learning how to speak Vietnamese and then learning how to write and being able to communicate better with the extended family of my wife.
To teach them how to understand Vietnamese, understand the meaning of the Vietnamese, the culture, and also how to write, how to read the Vietnamese.
As we start the Vietnamese language school, and we have a hard time finding material, and here we have the printing press here to supply printed material for our school here.
We had to teach them how to dance Vietnamese folk dance. Yeah, they spend time with us, so I think the parents, they very appreciate about that.
A lot of parents here, they don't speak English because they was born in Vietnam. They came here when they adult, and it's not easy to learn English language. Yeah, I train the kids, I talk to kids Vietnamese. I told them, try to talk Vietnamese as much you can in here, and you can help your parents to translate to her whenever they need.
But many children come up to me ask me, and the parent ask me, you know, in summer, I don't know where do I put my children. And so we start with the summer camp teaching them the language and their character building. And that's roll over to after-school program too. And now we have a tremendous after-school program Monday to Friday. And we are able to not only help them with their homework, but teach them the language and the character building as well.
But this is a good chance, they come here, they look for us. And that's a chance we sit down and we talk to them and make friends with them and make them feel like our church is a good place for children to come.
Cho nên là thích đúng không? Like, thích viết sách, thích cho mình viết. Thì hai cái từ cuối cùng này.
Oh, I really appreciate it because I understand that a lot of them are volunteers, but they do a very good job and spend a lot of time with us to make sure we can pronounce things correctly and learn how to write correctly. And they add a lot of enjoyable things to do for us. And I think the kids really enjoy that too.
So I wish like the generation of my children, my grandchildren, and all the Vietnamese children, they know how to speak Vietnamese. That's in my dream.
As we have been running this ministry, and we have been in touch with many people in the community, they able to see what we're doing. They can see that we care for the children, and some of them decided to be part of this community of faith. We take joy to see so many people come here.